want to remind you all again that all the stuff that we do, a lot of it we've never done before, or maybe done once or twice on another vehicle. It's a learning experience for us. I'm sure we do a lot of shit wrong, or a lot of things that somebody more advanced might not do. But this is all in good fun for us. It's more educational for us, educational for you. If you don't know what experience is, it's doing things the wrong way and not knowing to do it again like that the next time you do it. I've never learned anything the easy way. I don't know about this guy. I know damn well I've never learned anything the easy way. So to continue on with that tradition, we'll keep on the same track. Today we're going to be doing a header on the old, what is it, the F22A1 Honda. Yeah. 16 valve. We did the fancy schmancy cold air intake. I think we're rocking about 35 more horsepower. This is a good way to if you're trying to get a few extra ponies. It's probably going to be around something like 10 to 15 horsepower on this car, possibly.
This alone will give you 20 more horsepower.
Josh is going to be doing something completely different for me. He's going to be replacing the V-Duck fender that was like this on the $900 car when we got it. I guess after we get done fiddling with this little stuff today, we'll continue back on the MONTE. What I'm after here, I might even have to get out the old propane torch, butane torch, propane torch. We're going to be dealing with exhaust bolts, which are notoriously bad for breaking. We just did our heat shield in some point before that somebody's had the heat shield off and broke the other bolt already. I'm not even sure that this heat shield will go back on over top of the new header. I'm assuming, looking at this engine, this is a 100 car if you didn't know. It's a 92, they call it an aero deck. Not sure the numbers, but I don't see a lot of these damn things on the road. I don't know if it's from age, I don't know. This motor's been changed at some point in the past. At least had damn good maintenance on it. I mean, you can see there is new sensors, oxygen sensors. You know, this stuff I didn't do. We bought this car like this. There's several things that went wrong. We did change front shocks and spring. I would never fool with those springs. Piss on that. If you ever do your shocks, just buy the whole assembly. That's the way to go.
I like to be one with the grease, honestly.
So you guys missed out a little bit yesterday. I didn't record. We were out here trying to figure out. I guess we can go on and get some of that action too. Bouncy, if you walk over here. We didn't record yesterday. We were making some decisions on the 3.5, 3.9 combo setup, and Josh laid his eyes on the motor without a head yesterday. And for the first time, let me go on and get this spun around, and I'll show you what he caught that I had actually missed. I believe what that would be is a floating wrist pin. If anybody knows better than me, comment and let me know. But, look, we got another one. Josh, you sure it ain't supposed to be like that? I mean, I know it's not supposed to be. Yeah, I really don't think it is either. Like I said, anybody knows more than me. It could be bad piston rings letting it do that. I'm not sure. I know this engine was terribly gunky, and we didn't get to hear the car going real good. We didn't even try to diagnose what was going on with that motor before we pulled it. What conclusions we did come to, of course, we're going to be using a separate torque converter. We're going to be throwing this sad-ass 3.5 back in there, getting this sucker running, and getting it the hell out of here. We were going for the 3.9, 3.5 combination. Few more ponies out of it, but I mean, Monte Carlo 2-door ain't really nothing to make ponies out of anyway. 5.3 that comes in that LS motor, or any front wheel drive, SS, Impala, whatever. Those 5.3s are basically only a front wheel drive motor. They don't interchange with truck blocks or other rear wheel drive car blocks there. But we'll see if we can get this bad boy out of here without me having to do anything else.
I was talking to both y'all. I'm your biggest fan.
So, I'm just trying to see what I got to take apart here. I'm going to have to quit before I get started.
Don't make me get Tabby out here.
I'm getting whooped by a heat shield up here.
Do we need to get Tabby?
I'm going to have to go get Tabby. And this is I believe this is an ECCP header that we're going through here. Stainless steel. No header rack. Not for now anyway. We'll see how it does to our... I might have to roll this son of a bitch back. Oh, that's...
The Lewboski assassin right there.
Lewboski. I need a small flathead. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh.
Josh, you need gloves?
No.
Okay. You need a magnetic tray?
Yeah.
Hee. Hee.
Thank you.
Let's see what I'm up against. Got a garage and can't even work it. I believe we're coming off all the way back there.
I forgot.
Hey, you fire up our air compressors, Bouncy?
Where? In the gaskets.
Yes, that's a 14.
They use these plastic fasteners in this trim piece, man, where it's underneath, gets all the grime from the road and shit.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult to get off without tearing them up. Can you get me a pick? See how they do me?
You can get to this bolt here.
I know, I need it off.
Oh, okay.
Get the other one on there because it has to go behind it. Not all the way off.
Drop down so you can get under.
Yeah. I'm notorious for losing stuff. Come on.
As the Josh slowly removes the bolt. Oh no. With succession, he places the bolt into the magnetic bin.
Took all these parts off, pull apart with Alexa. Completely forgot what I was doing. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Single most important thing I ever learned working on cars. Sometimes houses,
Ah.
sometimes other stuff.
Alrighty. Do we need to get Tabby?
Yeah, maybe. This is what my limitations are working on cars. Work with me.
The angle I have it as like watching a dog try to pull a treat through a fence.
Holding on for dear life, for real.
I just keep seeing wrench go in and just twist, wrench go in.
Come on.
Home. Home.
There we go. Now it's up here somewhere. Now I gotta see where it's at. Let's see what we got going on here.
I got one more kit.
It's always good to lube everything.
Everything.
Everything. Don't be shy.
Look at all.
Lube it all.
What you got going on, brother?
I am removing the 3 bolts right here behind the catalytic converter.